My mom, I don't think she ever got a paycheck after she left her family business to marry my father. But we used to say she worked outside the home 40 hours a week, but it was, in organizations that were going to make the world more beautiful. We were exposed to that, We were dragged along wherever it was. She had 5 children. You went, right? We dug community gardens. We picked up trash. We worked the table at the college reunion.
I grew up in a pretty rural environment, and there were plenty of examples of fairly extreme poverty. And seeing it firsthand, it's not an intangible, it's reality. It's very visceral. And even as a young kid, even though we didn't have a lot, seeing the differences were pretty obvious. That's where it all started.
Because I was involved in student government, they gave me a job in his office. So he left to go on vacation, came back, and I was his assistant for the summer. So he likes to say that, I worked for him for 3 months and he's worked for me for 41 years. Which in my mind, we're almost even. We immediately clicked on kind of the way that we thought and made decisions and talked about organizations. And it was just kind of a natural thing. But he was just cute too. So, he was a green-eyed redhead. I was like, yeah.
Good partnerships, good marriage, good partnerships are a function of communication and of shared values. And it doesn't mean that you align 100%, but if you don't talk about it, you don't know. Right? And as it turns out with luck, we have a lot of things that are shared values. We like old houses. We didn't know we both liked the Red Sox. We both really like to eat and cook and those kinds of things. And her family particularly, was very philanthropic and involved in service to the community.
First committee I joined was the council at the Museum of Fine Arts. I learned more about managing people, managing change, what it means to be in a leadership position and be able to try out different styles that you may not have the opportunity to try out at work than I ever learned in school or I ever learned at work.
My interest has always been in systems and organizations that institutionalize the opportunity for human development and empowerment.
And to me, that's the greatest equity, is when everybody is, pulling on the oars at the same speed, when all are included in the conversation about how to solve a problem or make something better or build something bigger or simply respond to a human need. So community-based change, what the ECCF stands for, what we've tried to stand for, is going to move that conversation forward a whole lot faster than if we govern it, make it laws, anything else that happens. You've got to have the wash of the community moving it along.
Everything is about relationships. There is nothing that is not about relationships. We teach that at art school. You can be a tremendously good artist, but in terms of your business career, it's about relationships.
People need your talent. They need your time. Eventually, if you're in a position where you can donate to these organizations, that's fantastic. But everybody needs help.
And the North Shore is incredibly civic, incredibly welcoming. You say you want to help out, and the door is wide open.
From the Center for Linking Lives at the Liberty Tree Mall to the support for innovation and disruption, the Breaking Grounds Cafe here, this beautiful black box theater that we're sitting in, everything that we have accomplished owes a large part to Darcy's leadership.
And everyone's hearing all this really positive buzz about the school, about moving forward. We increased our footprint downtown, all those kinds of things are really based on real work by both Steve, especially, and Darcy, helping him out, establishing a solid financial base for the institution. And so and I always tell him this, all your hard work and I get to have all the fun.
I literally had to put a slide together with all these images of all the boards that my folks have served on over the years. And the slide was just a mess because there was like 15 or 17 different organizations. I ran it by my father, and it turns out that I had forgotten a bunch.
I mean, you have to remember that all the volunteerism that they do, they don't have to do any of it. They've had really successful careers, and they could be doing anything with their spare time, but yet they get up every day with an intention to serve their community, to make the world around them better. And if everybody did that, the world would be a very different place.
They are terrific people, and they add an enormous amount to anything that they're involved with. You can't help but be drawn to those things because they are so magnetic in the way they view the world.
When you get one, you're getting both, which is stupendous, right? It doubles the deal for everybody.
They are a powerful, committed, caring, thoughtful couple who are committed to making our communities a better place.
I look at all they do and I say, yeah, any one of these activities would have been crushing to most people in most households, and they're doing them all just sort of seamlessly, with joy, with inspiring other people, never seeming to be overworked, and it's fascinating.
Having had for my entire life, even from when I was young, my folks involved in nonprofits and serving on boards and being philanthropic. Philanthropy is fun. Philanthropy is the way to grow and maintain social connections with other busy people that are passionate about the same things that you're passionate about.
So, these are also things that are going to come into the rest of your life and make your life more rich, more rewarding.
It's not just about wealth, it's about wisdom, and it's about work. And most of it is work. And come on down. We need you.